Hey everyone. Okay, so you're probably going to start jumping on soon. Let me just see if this is recording, which it is. Bear with me guys, this is totally new to me, running webinars and all that jam. I've been a bit hardcore this past week and ran like 4 or something, just for my team. And then this is the first business webinar I've ever ran for someone else or about the business opportunity. So it's a bit exciting. Okay, I just need to figure out how to share my screen and then we'll get started. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Play from the start. Okay, here we go. So before I even get started, I'm going to use my oils because although this is a business webinar, these little bottles of magic are what fuels me, which what will fuel you, and they're absolutely magic. So the oils I'm using today is Melissa. So this one is like the ultimate inspiration oil. So I actually love to use this when I'm feeling stuck or when I really need to amp up my inspo, when I'm having mentor calls with my team, that type of thing. It's called the Oil of Light. Physically, it's amazing for so many different things, but that's the emotional element of it. Balance is a grounding oil. So this is to ease all the anxiety that I'm feeling right now because, you know, this sort of thing is scary as for me. Oh, it's such a good oil. And I'm also using this blend, which I've actually been using for a few weeks now. This is a speaker's blend. This is to help with confident speech and to help me get my message across to you guys. So I actually started using this when I had to do a presentation at doTERRA Leadership and I was absolutely crapping myself. So I've been using this one hardcore. It's got spearmint, it's got sandalwood, it's got lavender, it's got a few different oils in there. Anyway, let's get started. So thanks for joining me. This is the SoulFul Wellness Business webinar. This is really just to share with you guys my love for finding something that really lights me up. So the oils are one element to it. The business side has given me a whole new purpose and meaning to life as well. So I'm really excited to share this with you guys. So who the hell is Holly Pearl? So I'm a mum of 5. I have triplet girls. They're the ones sitting on the couch. I have a 5-year-old and I have a 15-year-old and I have an amazing supportive husband, Dan, as well. I'm a Blue Diamond doTERRA leader. So for those of you who don't know what that is, it's a pretty significant leadership rank in doTERRA and I'm actually still pinching myself that I'm even there. Yeah, it's phenomenal. I'm not going to lie, I did work very hard to get there, but it is still quite surreal to me. So those that are in doTERRA, you'll know, or you might look up to Blue Diamonds and think, oh my gosh, I just want to get there one day. I very much still feel like I fumbled my way there, but I truly believe that anyone can get there as well. So I'll talk a bit more about that later on in the webinar, but I'm the founder of Inspired Collective. So that is a group of men and women who have decided to do doTERRA as a business in my team. I'm a high school dropout with terrible grammar and spelling. So the reason why I want to share that with you guys is because people think that you need a degree or that you need a business degree, or people just think that they can't do something because they haven't ticked off so many boxes in their life. And to be honest, this is probably the only thing I've ever done that's just made me go, oh my gosh, I'm actually doing something with my life and I'm amazing at it. So I didn't finish school. I hated studying, terrible with grammar and spelling. I was a teenage mum, so, you know, I didn't exactly make the best choices in life. I was divorced at 21. I didn't really have a career. I just kind of did jobs to make ends meet, and then I was a stay-at-home mum, which obviously is, you know, obviously it's quite rewarding in itself, but it's also really, really hard when you have that many little ones. So yeah, this kind of has just given me something besides mum. You know, I never really knew what I was going to do. I was always into health and wellness and looking after myself, and this just, yeah, it was just the perfect combo for me. I started using the oils in March 2016 and I actually had zero interest in the business. I was not looking for anything. In fact, I didn't want to work. I was busy enough with triplet toddlers and life was just hard. And the last thing I wanted to do was, it wasn't even on the radar for me. I just wanted to heal my family. It was approached to me by my upline. She said, you know, it's so great. You can work around your kids and your family life. And I was like, you kidding me? I don't have time for this. So, yeah, I had no interest in it, but it just kind of, it happened over time, and just a light bulb went, and I was like, wow, okay, I need to do this. So this team and business started seriously just out of a place of self-love for my family. Everyone that starts using these oils, they generally have something that they're trying to deal with. They need some support with emotions. For me, it was my triplets were very sickly. So that photo on the right, that's the first photo I ever shared on social media of me using the oils on the girls. So they're all lifting their little feet up so I can put some rollers on their feet. And just looking back, like, I'm smiling, I'm loving it, obviously. But that time of my life was really, really, really shitty, to be honest. My girls were constantly sick. Anytime they got something, it would take probably about a good month for the family to recover. It would be like at least a week per child. It was like domino effects. I had another toddler at the time as well. She was less than 2 when they were born. So being a mum and having no sleep, constant battle with sickness, I was just desperate for something to have a positive effect on my family's health. So that's kind of why I started using the oils. I just wanted a healthy kids. I didn't want to do anything else but just heal them and make them healthy and happy again. So that's where this all started. And then, you kind of become the crazy oil lady without being, unintentional. So you want to help everyone. All of a sudden you've got the secret formula to everybody's problems. So I just started helping other mums, and it gave me a sense of purpose and a bit of a mission to help other people. And then I saw like the bigger picture of, wow, if we could just take how we care for our families back to how it used to be and back to nature, things could be a lot different. So I grasped the big picture very, very quickly. And yeah, I just loved it. So the business felt so right for me. It was about helping people and inspiring them to live a healthy life. So if this business was about selling, obviously we sell stuff, we sell essential oils, but if it was just for me to sell food or makeup or just things like that, I would not be interested in it. My husband had a very successful business when I started sharing the oils. I literally did it because I wanted to help people. And then when I saw how amazing you can be rewarded for that, I thought, okay, well, I could see myself starting a business if it works for my family goals as well. So, it really is a soulful business because it's about helping other people. So, overview of today. So I'm going to talk about why doTERRA is a genuine opportunity for business. Why build a doTERRA business? What's in it for you? Why do I do it? I'm also going to share the different ways you can earn money and what's really possible, because it's one thing to hear about people being successful, but I'm the type of person to go, oh yeah, but is it really true? Or do you really know them? It's always like someone that knows someone that knows someone. Whereas I want you guys to meet the leaders in our team, just so you can see that just our team alone, I've only been doing this for just over 2 years, and there's quite a few of us that have had, success. So I think that's really, really important, the transparency in that. We're going to identify and set realistic goals. I'm not about this whole get rich quick thing. Other network marketing companies will just kind of share all the frilly stuff. Although I did share with you guys how long it took me to get to my rank and my success, I worked really hard for it. So I did get to diamond in 12 months and I got to blue diamond in 18 months. And when you see the earnings, you'll probably go, holy shiz, how the hell, But I really did put in the work, and I treated this like a business, and I really did just serve the needs of others. So setting yourself realistic goals is what's really important. Understanding LRP, so that's loyalty rewards program. Creating room for your doTERRA business, and we're going to go over some common fears and then how to get started. So I'm going to tell a story. I remember people used to say, I want financial freedom. And I'm like, what is financial freedom? Like, I felt like I had financial freedom. I could spend anything I wanted to buy, I could buy it. We live in a beautiful house. We drive a nice car. But at the same time, my husband was working his butt off and he wasn't home very much. And I was kind of doing the whole mum thing, and he would literally come in at dinner and bedtime. And yeah, it was just... It wasn't a nice lifestyle. And now that I can fully grasp what financial freedom is. Yeah, it's pretty epic. So let me tell you a story and get to the point. So hauling buckets. So what does that mean? So there was a family who hauled buckets of water for a living. Every day they hauled water from the nearest source to their village miles away. And if they wanted to make more money, they would simply work longer and harder hauling buckets. After many years, they grew weary and tired of hauling buckets, and then inspiration came. If they used their spare time to build a pipeline, eventually they could be free from hauling buckets. So they laboured diligently for a few years. In other words, they worked their butt off and they built themselves a pipeline. The day that the spigot was turned on, everything changed. They had successfully created an unlimited supply of water, and they had improved the lifestyle for the villagers, their families, and that resulted in an abundant financial pipeline. So I know that in our life, we don't need to haul buckets of water, we just turn on a tap. But what I really want you guys to reflect on is, whereabouts are you in your life right now? Hauling buckets is trading your hours for dollars. So you work 9 to 5. If you're not at work, you don't get paid. There's a limit on your promotion in your job, like traditional business, any business really, unless it's network marketing. There's a limit of how much you can make, and there's a limit of how far you can go. And generally, the boss at the top doesn't want you to go past them, because then they lose their job. So you're kind of almost pushed down, so you're not reaching your fullest potential. And there's a limit. Like, there's only so much. People just always think that their life, this is all they're going to earn, because they're limited. They're limited with their time. They can't spend the time with their families that they want. They can't go on as many holidays as they probably would like to, or even just having the freedom to go to their kids' school carnivals, or just being with their kids when they're unwell and they want to stay at home with them. And generally, when you're hauling buckets, you're building someone else's dream. So you are literally working your tail off to pay your mortgage so that someone else can live their dream and make a lot of money. Whereas building a pipeline, this is where there's a true and lasting residual income. I will talk about how this relates to doTERRA in a minute. But there's no limits on your advancements and your earnings with doTERRA. Okay, so I'm Blue Diamond at the moment. Anyone below me in my team can go past me and earn more money than me, based on the work that they put on, the work that they put in. So, obviously it actually is in my interest to help them reach their goals. I get paid more if I can help them reach their goals. But if they want to surpass me, then they can. And I think that's amazing. What kind of job out there can you pass your CEO and they'll be clapping for you as you do that? There's a freedom to choose your schedule when you're building a pipeline. We're at a point where we're earning money, and we can go on holidays. When we're not in front of the computer, we're not actively enrolling, we're still earning an income. My team is still growing. My leaders are still training their leaders. So I've got the freedom to choose how I spend my days. I go to the gym in the morning. I then do a few hours, at around 10:30 till about 1 o'clock. And then I've got school pickup. And then in the evening, sometimes I jump on the computer. But I've got the flexibility to design my day however I like. And the beauty is, I'm building my own dream. So I'm building a business that aligns with me and my dreams, the things that I want for my family. I'm not building someone else's. Like, I guess I never really had any desire to go back to work, because I did not want to be working for someone else. Like, I just was like, well, I don't need to work. I don't need the money. My husband made enough money. So why would I go and work for someone else? It just didn't make any sense. Even though I think I was really secretly desperate for an escape from mum life. And I guess doTERRA came at the perfect time and kind of gave me a reason to have a break from the kids and still do something that, that I enjoyed. So now I'm going to talk about why doTERRA is a genuine opportunity to create residual income. So with the network marketing, just the industry standard is 15%. So when you are out there buying, I don't know, just, makeup or shakes or, any network marketing type product, the chances of the customers repurchasing is 15%. That's the average. I actually think it's probably less. And a lot of network companies actually lead with the business opportunity. So it's all about the business, all about the money. Here's what you can make. But then people don't have that success, so then they don't order. So the retention rate isn't there unless they're having the success. Whereas with doTERRA, there's a high retention rate because people, to start with, it's product focus and customer focus. So we're not out there, even though this is a business webinar, I focus on helping people with their health needs. I focus on serving my customers, giving them natural solutions, and they rebuy because they've had a life-changing experience and they could not, be without their oil. So I personally could never not order oils again because they've changed my life. I use them every single day for everything. So, when people have had a positive experience like that, they're going to keep buying. And that's, depending, it doesn't matter about a business opportunity because it's about the product. So that to me is authentic business. I'm not out there to enroll people purely for the business opportunity. This is, like I said, my first webinar. The products change lives. I'm being of service to other people. The products sell themselves. That was a huge part of me going, okay, I think I'm going to do this, because I was talking about doTERRA to people and the hype, like, yeah, oh my gosh, I've had this amazing experience and that. People talk about the oils anyway. So you may as well be, helping people and being rewarded for that financially as well. They're going to end up in everyone's home. So if you're not the one out there helping them get them in their homes, then it will be someone else, because these oils will be in everyone's homes. They're changing the way families care for themselves. It's incredible. And it's an authentic business because you're sharing and you're inspiring a wellness lifestyle. So, this was a huge part of it for me as well. I'm quite a healthy person. And it starts with just using the oils, like, mums using a bit of On Guard for their kids' immune system. But then when you start making small changes in your home, you start making more. So then you become a low tox home, and then you're being a bit more conscious about the foods that you eat. So it really is a holistic lifestyle approach. And I love that because it's then educating people how to live a healthier life, which in turn, that's creating the next generation of healthy little beings. So yeah, it's the jam. Okay, so growth. This is just some stats. doTERRA is the largest essential oil company in the world. It is debt-free. There's no outside interest or funding, which I think is really important to know. Let me just make sure my volume's on. Because it's never going to go public. So the owners of doTERRA have so much integrity and heart, and what they're here to do in the world. They know that would be... what's the word for it? I can't think of the word. But if it went public, then it would lose that. So it's a debt-free company, which is huge. It's part of $1 trillion wellness industry. So people are waking up and people are realizing, shit, I need to sort my health out. The wellness industry is booming because people want to feel good and be healthy. So as you can see in this little graph here, doTERRA became over $1 billion company within 7 years. So as you can see, they're on par with the growth of Apple. So we all know that Apple is like Apple. Like, how can you even compare doTERRA to Apple? But just so you can see that you don't have that type of growth unless you are an amazing company with amazing products that change lives. That is why there's been so much success. There's also, as far as the growth goes, I want people to understand that there's only 2.4% of Australians that have a wholesale account, and there's less than 2% in New Zealand. So a lot of people sometimes think that, I can't do doTERRA because so many people do doTERRA. And it's kind of like when you buy a new car, and next thing you know, you notice the car on the road everywhere. Or you're pregnant, next thing you know, everybody's pushing a pram, right? It's just because you're aware of it. There is still so much room in Australia and New Zealand. New Zealand especially is booming. Like, they're one of the fastest growing markets. And because they're open to natural, it's a no-brainer for New Zealanders to just go, you know what, let's just turn to nature. Whereas in Australia, I almost feel like sometimes I need to convince people, you do realize that natural remedies is the way to go. But, people are looking for that. They're looking for a change, and there is huge growth here, guys. So now is the time to jump in and build a business. Okay, so doTERRA as a company is ethical and sustainable. So I just want to share a video with you guys just so you can see the bigger picture. So it's one thing to see the advocates talking about the oils, and then it's one thing to experience the oils, but then to know where the oil has come from and the ripple effect that is happening in so many communities around the world really helps me stand behind what I do and the company even more. So I'm just going to show a video, so bear with me. I think I need to share screen. I hope this works, guys.
We knew that we would have to reach around the world at some point and tap into the global supply of essential oils. And we also assumed that we would need to increase that as well. The fact that we were able to do it with this compact sourcing model is beautiful.
2/3 of the countries that we source our oils from are considered developing countries. And so we now have an opportunity to truly make a difference, to provide sustainable income for those people who are growing, harvesting, and distilling these beautiful oils for our benefit.
What we're doing through these initiatives are, first, job creation in rural areas where we can have a big impact. 2, working through long-term sourcing contracts and agreements with our partners. 3, helping the formation and organization of cooperatives, which share collective benefits among the harvesters and the growers themselves. 4th, fair and on-time payments, and even profit-sharing programs that the distillers offer to the growers and harvesters. 5th, through linking community-based and social impact projects funded through our Healing Hands Foundation.
For them to get the water, they had to walk at least an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, okay, back and forth. Today we can say that it's a special day because water has been flowing since midday today. With the help of doTERRA, of course, and Healing Hands, okay, we put a good team together, and that's how today everybody is happy. On either side, it's like a win-win-win situation.
Sometimes it's schools that they're in need of, sometimes it's water systems, sometimes it's medical clinics, medical supplies, whatever it might be. If you can change the lives of these people that have so little, that's how you can actually impact an economy.
We share the same values, the same philosophy. doTERRA's vision is to source sustainable oils and to create co-impact at the source to improve growers' livelihoods. So we are perfectly aligned in what we want to do. So that's why we signed an exclusive partnership with doTERRA on the aromatherapy business.
We are now working with more than 6,000 families in the cardamom sector. And the idea is to really improve the livelihoods of the families. I get the importance of getting back to my country and help the people in my country.
Oftentimes they think that their lives will always remain the same. And for someone to be able to really come in and be able to care about them and care about their family and to give them a sense of pride for the work that they do, to know that it matters. It's amazing to see the lights go on and for them to truly have that pride in their heart to know that they're doing something good for the world. We are so committed to impact sourcing because this is a way we really see that we can make a difference in the world, in these countries that have no other means of help, have no other means of support.
Not only, of course, is meeting the needs where we're able to obtain the high quality essential oil that we must have, but also just the ability that it gives us to give back and to help so many people and provide employment for so many people. That's been just downright magical.
Okay, so as you can see, doTERRA are flippin' amazing. Okay, what am I doing here? I need to stop my share and go back to my slide. So it's so much more than us. It's so much more than the oils. There's a global impact that it's having. There's actually way more that doTERRA do that's not even related to how they're sourcing the oils. So Healing Hands alone rescue children from sex slavery. They provide education to women who get excluded when they get their period in all these developing countries as well. There's so much that goes on. I highly suggest that you give it a Google and have a look at the behind the scenes stuff, because it truly does kind of make you even more grateful to be a part of something so big. Okay, so now I want to ask you, why would you want to build a doTERRA business? So some people just want to get their oils for free, so they don't really want to do the business, but they do want to just kind of share with friends and family. And, you know, because you do kind of automatically share. So it's like when you go to a good restaurant and you tell everyone, oh my gosh, I had the most amazing meal. When you start to use the oils, you can't help but tell everyone about it and want to help everyone. So, you know, you might just want to get your oils for free. That's fine. That's probably not really doing the business. That's just being a sharer and helping people. But maybe you want financial freedom. Maybe you want extra money. Okay, so money, it shouldn't be something that you're scared of. It is not evil. It's what makes the world go round. And when you have money, you can live a life that you want to live, and you can give back to charities that mean something to you. So maybe you want time freedom. Maybe you want to be able to have as much time with your kids as you want. Maybe you don't want to have to go back to work. There's quite a few girls in my team who they started building their business when they were on maternity leave because they didn't want to go back to work. So they wanted the time freedom with their children. Maybe you want the opportunity to make a difference and be a part of something bigger. I very much feel like that. I feel like I'm a part of something so much bigger than me and my family and my team. It starts off as, oh, I just want to help, you know, a few people. And then it's like, oh my gosh, I just want to help my team reach goals and be able to stay at home. And then it becomes like, oh my gosh, I want to change the world. But it really does feel like that because these oils have such a positive impact in the lives of people, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially. So maybe you just want to be of service to other people. Maybe you just love to help. You're just one of those people that love to help people. Maybe you want to do this business because you want to go on family holidays and you want to travel the world and you need money to do that. Maybe you just want to have your needs met and you want to be able to help other people help their needs as well. Maybe you're sick of having a boss, you're sick of driving to work every day and not having the freedom to be at home, or maybe you just want to be a part of an amazing support community that actually want to see you strive and reach your goals, because that's what it is about. It's a team effort. And maybe you just want unlimited earning potential. You're like, you know what, if I'm going to work hard, I want to be able to make as much money as I want so that I can give back to anything I want as well. So they're just a couple of things that may spark something in you that would make you want to do doTERRA. I want to now talk about the average income and what's really possible. So I love this thing on the side. It's a beautiful thing when a career and a passion come together, and that is truly how I feel. I didn't want to go and study. I didn't want to go back to work, but yet I feel like doTERRA is a career and a passion, and they just align so beautifully for me, and it's amazing. It fuels me, it drives me, and I get such a buzz out of it. So as you can see in this graph, there are ranks. So I'm not going to go too much into that because those that are brand new who don't understand the business, it will just go over your head and it's just all a bit too confusing. But there's different ranks in doTERRA and they all have an average monthly income and an annual income. And then I've added in a column here, which is income when new to a rank. So because they work off team structure, and as your team grows, your income grows. So when you first hit a rank, you're not going to be earning the average for that rank. But if you've been at a certain rank for, say, a year, you're going to be earning probably above the average. So I just want to keep it real. You know, when you first hit diamond, for example, you're not going to earn $16,000. You're more like going to earn $8,000, and then each month that's going to increase, and then maybe after 12 months being at that rank, then you're going to be earning $16,000 a month. So early on in the webinar I mentioned that I was a blue diamond, so I just want you to have a look at the graph, and it's $41,000 an average a month, which I don't earn that yet. Whereas the 22,000 a month, that's more like me. Okay, so 22,000 is pretty bloody epic. I'm happy with that. And the annual income, you know, like that's just mind-boggling. Like, do you look at that presidential wage and go, are you serious? Like, how can you make that by selling oils? I remember Googling the compensation plan once I realized how it was the perfect business opportunity, when I saw that people were talking about them and people were buzzing and loving them and just naturally sharing. I was like, I wonder what, you know, the business could be like. And when I gave it a Google, I was like, holy shiz. I showed my husband, I was like, can you believe it? I was like, man, we're doing this business. You know, I don't have a problem. And in fact, I want you guys to know that if you have money issues, or if you don't want to earn money, or if you think that people that earn money are evil, you're going to have to get over that really, really quickly, because you will only earn as much as you think that you're worth. And to be honest, I've been in situations, like I've been a teenage mum, I have been through times in my life when I was struggling, and it is shit. So when you have money and you don't have to struggle and you don't have to stress, it feels good. So there's nothing wrong with earning money and being able to meet the needs of your family and live a stress-free life. In fact, I highly suggest that everyone gets to that point, because it's a good way to live. You don't need to be elaborate, but you don't need to have stress. And I feel bad, you know, my husband worked his ring off so that I could just go, oh, you know, we're stress-free. But really, he was really stressed. He was slogging his ass so that we had money to, you know, it's just, yeah, anyway. Okay, so as I mentioned before, it is based on team structure. So I want you to look at the elite ones. That's kind of like the first rank or the first level in doTERRA. So if you can get to elite, then you can, that's the foundation pretty much for building a business. So first there's elite, and there's not much structure required to get to elite. But then to get to premier, you need 2 teams, and then to get to silver, which you can't see because my face is in front, you need 3 teams. And then gold, you need to help 3 people get to premier. And then platinum, you need to help 3 people get to silver. So as you go, I'm at blue diamond, so I've got 5 gold leaders who are all reaching for platinum, and I'm actually looking to build another platinum leg very, very quickly, which means I need lots of new little silvers. So, you know, I just want you guys to have a look that if you can get to elite, that's the foundation for this business. Now I'll explain a bit more about how you can do that in a minute. So how does it all work? I'm sure there's going to be heaps of doTERRA advocates tuning into this webinar. So the ones that know, awesome, but I thought I'll spell it out for those that have no idea how this works. So to build a team, okay, you're not out there recruiting people to do the business. You can, there's some people that do it. This is my first webinar like this, but to be honest, all you're doing is you're enrolling other people as wholesale customers. So you're just helping other people get their oils for wholesale prices. So I pay wholesale price, and I help other people pay wholesale price. And then I'm just building a team of raving fans. So I help support them, I help guide them and educate them so that they feel confident to use their oils. And then that's pretty much it. They become raving fans, they continue to order because they love their oils, they have life-changing experiences, and that builds, you know, that builds my team as well. So a wholesale customer gets 25% off their oils for 12 months. Now, again, there's no obligation to reorder for them, and there's no obligation for them to on-sell. And I think this is really important, because you don't want to be enrolling people you don't want to be pressuring people into this. You just want to be helping people find natural solutions. You just want to help those mums, those people out there that are feeling stressed, they can't sleep, they've got anxiety. We're just there to help them, okay? That's above all else. We've got the product, we've got the cookie, and we've got what they need. So it's really just helping these people get oils for cheap prices, okay? They get community support and they get guidance. So generally, you know, I love this thing at the bottom. We empower families with natural solutions. That's, in a nutshell, that's what doing doTERRA is. We're just empowering families with natural remedies that they can have at the touch of their fingertips. So when you are enrolling people as customers, generally they get started with a starter pack. So the starter pack comes with the wholesale account inclusive. There's a few different options. I'm just showing you guys the Home Essentials kit because that's the most popular. There's one a bit smaller and there's one a bit bigger that people start with, but this is kind of like the base range. Most people start with this. This is what I started with. So this is $330 Australian. It's $365 New Zealand. And as you can see on the image, I've got their 250 PV. So everything has a dollar value and a point value. So the point value is important for the business aspect because every rank, so for example, I said an elite is 3,000 points. That's what an elite is. There's people under them ordering and it gets them to 3,000 points, which means they hit elite. So just to break it down, if 12 people were to order a Home Essentials kit in a month, then you would get to elite. So let's say you had 4 workshops and 3 people enrolled at each workshops with a Home Essentials kit, then you get to elite in 30 days. Your volume does reset every month, and then the next month you help educate them. Generally, they always keep ordering because they love their oils, and then they want the emotions oils and they want to detox their home, and it's just a spiral and everyone falls in love and becomes oil obsessed. But in a nutshell, that's how you get to elite, okay? So I want you to ask yourself, is it possible to get to elite? So that's super simple. 12 people with the basic starter pack. That's all it is. Now, can you help 12 other people get to elite? Think about it. Super simple. Now, if you answered yes, then you can achieve diamond, because that is simply the formula for getting to diamond. 3 elites makes a silver leader. Now, as you can see in this graphic, 4 silver leaders makes a diamond. So just to break it down, because you see these network marketing companies and you see someone's a diamond, you think, yeah, but can you actually do it? Like, can someone actually get there? Yes, you can. And some people do it, ideally, if you have someone that wants to do the business with you, you enroll everyone as customers, 85% to 90% stay as customers, and 10 to 15% pop up to you and say, hey, I might want to do this as a business. I've never approached anyone to do the business. This is probably my most straightforward post ever and video, because people have just naturally come to me because they've had life-changing results and they've seen the business opportunity and they've approached me. So that's what I love about this. It's authentic. Now, I just want to quickly touch on loyalty rewards program. So this is a program that doTERRA put on, and it's amazing because it supports our customers and it also supports us advocates. So it's an optional monthly ordering system, and the beauty is it's optional, so people can opt into it if they want to, and if they don't want to, they don't have to, and that's what I love as well. But it is really the foundation of your business. I don't push people onto this program. I just let them know about it. If they are ordering, if they want to continue to add to their collection, then the best thing for them to do is to get on a loyalty reward program. So just a few of the benefits. You get your shipping back in points. So every time you do an order and you pay, let's say, $7 for shipping, you're going to get 7 points. And those 7 points you can use on free oils. So you earn points back for your purchases. So every time you do an order as well, you're earning more points. So you get sent free oils. You get free oils every month. And then you earn money from anyone who orders. So LRP is something you need when you're earning commissions. So if you place 100 LRP, you'll earn your commission. And because you're using your oils regularly, you get better health. So it's a no-brainer, but it is optional, okay? So that's what I love about it, because you don't want to I'm not into pressuring people into something. I don't want people to feel like they have to order monthly. If they don't want to and they can't afford to, that's fine. But generally everyone does because they fall in love with their oils, and they do anyway. So I just want to talk about the mindset of LRP. So if you're doing doTERRA as a business, you have to have an LRP set up, because if you don't earn commission. So I want you to think of it as the rent overheads for your business. Generally though, if you're doing doTERRA, you are a lover of the product, so you already have LRP set up anyway. But those that join to do the business, think of it as your rent overheads. In traditional business, guys, you actually run your business at a loss for 3 years is the average before you take home a profit. Whereas with doTERRA, you take home a profit straight away, and all you need to start is a starter pack of oils. That's it. So minimal financial investment, which is awesome as well. So with LRP, the mindset of it, you build your collection of oils without investing thousands of dollars in the beginning to start your business. You use your points to purchase higher priced oils, or you can even use them as incentives for your team. And if you don't have an LRP, then you don't have residual income, and that's the cornerstone of this business. So LRP is super important. And it's amazing, to be honest. Okay, so anyone can do this business. So here is a picture of me. This is last year. Yeah, I've done it for 2 years. So in my first year of doing doTERRA, I couldn't believe the goals that I smashed. So the one on the right, I got a free trip to Fiji all expenses paid, and a few of my leaders actually came with me as well. So that was an amazing incentive trip that doTERRA put on, that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to Fiji for free. And then the picture on the other side is me and my husband on a glacier in Alaska. So we actually went on an Alaskan cruise, like what the, as well, as a part of an incentive put on by our uplines for hitting diamond as well. So like, I just can't believe it. Like, I just, you know, when I started sharing the oils, I didn't even know about this other stuff. I was literally just doing my thing. Next thing you know, I had all these free trips pop up. So, you know, again, like not everyone gets a free trip. If you're working really hard, you will. Like there's a few girls in my team at the moment and they are smashing it out. And I know that they're going to be going on there's a free trip to Vietnam coming up and they're going to be on it. I know it because they're smashing goals and they're doing amazing things. Okay, so here are some of our Inspired Collective leaders. So it's one thing to hear me. Some of you might not even know who I am. But if you were sent here by perhaps your upline or perhaps one of the ladies in this slide, they're part of the team and these girls have actually done really well. So Kim Pearls, my sister-in-law, her and her husband Shay have built to platinum. She's an incredible leader. She doesn't even realize it yet, but she's absolutely smashing it and she's going to be diamond this year. I've got a bunch of gold leaders in the team as well. We've got Sammy, who's absolutely epic. We've got Mahu, we've got Bridget, Jasmine and Gina. Again, these ladies are incredible. They're all reaching for, quite a few of them are actually reaching for diamond this year as well. And then we've got these beautiful silver leaders. We've got Jamie, Tony, Tracy, Debbie and Tara. And there's going to be quite a few more silvers added this month because there's quite a few premiers that are going for silver. And there's over 13 premiers in the team as well. So all these people are making money. So a platinum earns around $8,000 a month. Gold leaders earn around $4,000 a month. And a silver leader earns around about $2,000 a month. So these are people, real people in my team that have had this success. So I've only been doing doTERRA for just over 2 years as well. And yeah, I'm still pinching myself. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the different ways to earn money. Oh my gosh, I'm talking and talking. I'm 40 minutes in. So when you earn money, you enroll people, I mentioned earlier, you just help them get a wholesale account. If you sell the oils at retail, you will make 25% profit, but you're not going to get any residual income because they can then go join another team. And then you've lost them as a customer forever, pretty much. So I don't ever push retail. I don't even give it as an option. I want people to join my team. I want them to be under me. I want to educate them and I want to support them. So by doing that, I enroll wholesale customers. So when you enroll wholesale customers, you earn fast start. So this is based on who enrolls them. So this is paid weekly on a Wednesday and it's paid on 3 levels. And it's for the first 60 days of a new wellness customer. So for example, let's say I enroll you. I'm going to earn 20% off your orders for 60 days. And then let's say you enroll your mum, I'm going to earn 10% of that. And then if your mum enrolls her sister, I'm going to earn 5% of that. And it's going to go the same for you. So you'll earn 20% of whoever she enrolls and so forth. So that's one way you get paid is fast start. This is like the quick money. This is what people use to just pay for their orders anyway. So generally you're enrolling people, you get a bit of income and you use that to pay for your order every month. That's generally what people do. And then when they're earning more than what they're paying, then they have it deposited into their account. So fast starts your quick money. Okay. And then you got Power 3. So this is based on where these people sit in your tree. This is paid monthly and these people have to be on your front line. So I don't build my team specifically to this structure, but I still utilize it as I'm going. So I'm not going to go too much into that, but let's say you have 3 people on your front line and they're all on LRP and you all combined do a team volume order of 600 PV, then you're going to get $50. And if you help those 3 people have 3 people that do the same, you get 250. And then if those 3 people have another 3 people on their front lines, then you'll get 1,500. Okay, so again, this is a monthly bonus and it's an extra. So you get paid in so many different ways. Unilevel is another way to get paid. So this is your long-term income. So literally when people join your team, you get your fast start in the first 60 days. After 60 days, you're paid a small percentage of their orders forever. Okay, so remember the 65 retention rate I spoke about earlier on. So remember, people use the oils, they fall in love, they continue to shop because they've had a positive experience. So you nurture those relationships and those customers, they're going to continue to shop, and you're going to always earn money off them as well. Now, the higher your rank, the more percentage that you get, okay? So it's good to, obviously, the more ranking, obviously to rank advance so you can earn more off the people that are in your team. But anyone can earn uni level. So if you were to enroll someone and then they went diamond, you're going to earn money off their team forever, okay, because they're underneath you. So that's not a very good example. So if you have someone under you, whether you enrolled them or not, okay, so let's say you enrolled and then I put someone under you, and then that person goes diamond. So even though you didn't enroll them, they just kind of happen to be put under you in my team, and you probably don't even know what's happened. I don't do this very often, by the way. You would have to be pretty lucky. But you could earn commission off that based on uni level, okay? But you have to have an LRP template set up to earn this. So the way that this gets paid, it gets paid up. It doesn't get paid down like other companies, which is good because generally your team goes wide. So you're getting paid the most up, if that makes sense. Just watch a video on dynamic compression because I can't explain it. But this is where all the, when you're at my rank, majority of your income comes from this. So this gets paid monthly on the 15th of the month. So some more ways to earn money is bonuses and leadership pools. So this is the amazing thing about doTERRA. They just want to keep giving you money for performing really well. So if you're a premier or silver, you're going to get an empowerment bonus. Every month you hit that rank and you have one enrollment of $260 Australian. So that's on top of your uni level, that's on top of your fast start, and that's on top of your Para 3. If you are silver and above, you get shares in leadership pools as well. So silvers get one share, which is around about 190. That's US dollars. So convert that to Australian, and golds get about 950. Platinums get 10 shares, which is around 1900. Convert that would be over $2,000, I'd say. Well and truly, actually, for Australian dollars. Diamonds get more plus shares in other pools as well. So the diamond shares approximately $4,100 US dollars just for hitting diamond. And you get that every month you hit that rank, you get that bonus. A blue diamond will get about $12,800 US dollars every month, and the presidential diamond will get between $27,000 to $36,000 every month that they hit their rank. So there's extra bonuses as well. So that's on the right side. Down the bottom, in the middle, we've got every time. So this is where it's in my best interest and in your best interest that you help your team rank advance. So I get bonuses even at my rank for helping other people. It's quite easy to get to blue diamond and go, you know what, I'm earning a lot of money, I'm just gonna go on holiday, but they actually want to reward me. I now have the tools, I now have the experience to mentor and help other people. So every time I have a personally enrolled people reach Premier, for example, I'm going to get an extra bonus of $4,700. If I was to have, when I get to Presidential Diamond, if I have a new silver, it's around $8,000 to $11,000 that I'm going to get. So they're just going to keep giving you money for doing really well. It's pretty cool. So are you ready to create a life you love as you inspire others along the way? So I've just pulled this from my website because I love it. It inspires me and fires me up every time. So I want to ask you, are you a go-getter at heart with a passion for exploring natural health and wellness? Are you looking for a life that you can design from when you work and play to how much you earn? Are you ready to impact change and create a ripple effect that supports future generations to flourish? And are you seeking a lifestyle where you can have limitless potential and complete financial freedom? Hell yeah. Are you ready to inspire and lead a growing tribe of dreamers and change makers? Because that's truly what we are, guys. We're making waves and I love it. So your why and your goals working together. So your why is why you want to do doTERRA. It's going to be something that really inspires you to keep going. It's going to be that fire in your belly. It's going to be something that makes you emotional, something that gets you fired up. Like I get fired up talking about this sort of stuff because I love to help people achieve this, okay? So that's part of my why. Helping people get out of that funk of traditional business or not having enough money to just do what they want. Like, that just would be shit. So I love helping people get out of that. You know, your goals are your map to get you there. They're what's chosen by you. So generally your why is why you're going to do this. What is it that you want? And your goal is going to be your rank goal. You know, what income is going to make a difference to you. So your goals are your map. They're chosen by you, and that's what you want to achieve. They require ambition. Your goals involve doing. So you got to do the stuff to get you to your goals, yeah? So your why and your goals, they work together. They're a partnership. They're not separate. They're together. So I'm all about establishing realistic goals. So I do go through this. We have like a 4-week training program in my team. So we go through all of this and we really dig deep. But, you know, you've got to make goals, and you've got to smash them out. And it's what drives you. It's what fuels you. It's exciting, okay? So, you know, you've got to make an income goal. You're going to make a rank goal, and you want to make an impact goal. This is what's going to just get you up in the morning and make you do, you know, tick off that to-do list. Your short-term goal is something that you want to reach in 3 to 12 months. Your long-term goal is like your long-term 1 to 10 year plan, okay? What do you want to achieve at the end of this? You know, what lifestyle do you want to end up with? You know, ask yourself, how do you want to live your life? Like, if there was no limit, if you didn't have to, you know, go to work and work for someone else, like, how could you actually live? Like, if you could do whatever you wanted to do, how would you love to live? Okay, because we don't even dream big, because we just get so like, oh, that's just life, you know, we can't, oh, I don't have the money. But what if you could actually create whatever you wanted? So I want to give you guys the permission to dream bigger than you ever have before, because this business can truly give you exactly that. Money's only one element to this. It's really the life that you want to create, okay? The impact that you can have in the lives of other people, whether that just be with the oils, whether that's financially helping people get out of the system and the rut that they're in, you know, not having debt, that type of thing. You know, it's an amazing and fulfilling thing when you can help people get out of that. So guys, dream big. I just want to share actually. So my husband had a successful tiling business. He supported me 100% when I started my business. He was just happy to see me doing something that I loved. And I almost wanted to then I realized how hard he worked for us, and I wanted to lighten the load for him. So that drove me a lot in the beginning. And he realized that, wow, his job is tiling, you're dealing with staff, like it was just stressful and it was crap. It had no fulfillment. And I reckon he wanted a taste of what I had. So he slowly started getting into the business side with me as well. And last year, he actually helped all his workers start their own businesses so that he could be free from that, and he's helped them get started. And he's just literally finishing off a couple of jobs that he'd committed to last year, and he's doing doTERRA full time with me. And what that will look like is different to everybody. You know, I think it's important to realize that everyone's going to bring their strengths to the business. And if I remember at the beginning telling him that I wanted him to do this with me, and he laughed and he said, no, you're on your own. I'll talk to you about that actually when I get to the fear section. But and we're at a point now where we are actually looking at moving, and we're going to move over to Noosa. We were looking in New Zealand for a while, and we could not have done that before because his business was, we were tied to where we live. We couldn't just up and move. Whereas now I can do this anywhere. This is online. I can meet new people. So the freedom that this business has given us is next level. Like, I have 5 children, so schooling is expensive. I can put them in the schools that I want and be okay with the fact that it's going to cost me a lot of money. You know, these things, yeah, it's epic. I still pinch myself at what we've been able to create, and we're only just touching the sides. So setting realistic goals. Oh my gosh, I've talked way too much. Do you want to, let's keep it real. Do you want to be a sharer and get your oils for free? Do you want to be a builder and supplement your income? Or do you want to be a leader and replace and exceed your income? So a sharer is just someone that gets the products for free. They do their 100 LRP order. They casually share the oils. They host a class or just a couple of one-on-ones, and they just share with their friends and family. They personally enroll about 2 to 4 people a month, and they generally work about 3 to 5 hours a week. So you can't come and say, yeah, I want to be a builder, and then put in 5 hours a week. That's not realistic. A builder is someone who wants to supplement their income. So a builder is someone that puts in about 10 to 20 hours a week. They do this part-time. They enroll at least 5 people a month. They share doTERRA regularly. They teach 2 to 4 classes per month. And this could be one-on-ones. Like, you know, a lot of you guys are online. I do stuff online, but I'm actually as well running classes on the ground. I meet people, I drive to their homes. I run online classes as well. You do it how it suits you and your lifestyle. So, you know, a builder is someone that teaches 2 to 4 classes a month. In the early days, I did one-on-ones because I was a bit too scared to run classes. So you work your way up to it. So a builder is committed to mentoring and ongoing education on the oils, leadership in the business. They're willing to develop their mindset because it is very much, you know, being in a positive mindset. And a builder can expect the ranks of silver to gold in around 6 months to 2 years. And your income will be about $1,600 to $5,000 a month, okay? Whereas, do you want to lead and inspire a movement? So this is the bit that's really exciting. So do you want to create a life of freedom? Like, honestly, like, how could you not? A leader is someone that is going to replace and exceed their income that they've got at the moment. They're going to be working this full time. They're not going to be putting in, you know, it says 20 to 40 hours. You've got to be super diligent with your time if you're doing 20 hours a week. You know, you've got to put in the work, treat it like a business. You're going to be teaching at least 1 to 2 classes a week, at least. You're going to be enrolling much more than 8 people a month. In my early days, I was enrolling more than 12 people every month, and I was just running classes 1 to 2 on the weekends, sometimes a Friday night and then a Saturday, and that's just what I did, and I loved it. So a leader, if you wanted to go this route, then you're going to be committed to daily self-development and ongoing education. You're going to help mentor and guide others who join your team. So at the beginning, you're not going to know what you're doing. So that's where I help you, and your upline helps you. I still feel like I'm like learning the ropes. I'm like, how do I mentor someone or guide them? It's like, I don't know. It's literally just, I've done it. I just help people not to make the same mistakes and help guide them really. And to go down this path as well, you're going to help 4 to 6 people achieve their dreams. So that's because you want to go presidential diamond. So to be presidential, you're going to be helping 4 to 6 people get to platinum or diamond. So that's really, really life-changing for a lot of people. So you can expect silver in 2 to 3 months, which is around $1,200 to $2,500 a month. And you can expect diamond in 1 to 2 years. So I did this pathway. I was diamond in 12 months and blue diamond in 18 months. So you can expect an income of $1,200 to $90,000 and beyond a month if you put in this time and effort as well. So prioritizing your own growth and mindset is so important. I have like changed so much as a person. I used to like complain a lot about things. Oh, this is so hard. And, you know, life was hard for me, like, and it still is sometimes. And I got to pinch myself sometimes and go, Holly, shut up, you know, like whinging about like, oh, my triplets are so hard. Whereas I've just got to, you know, switch into, you know what, I'm grateful, I'm happy, I'm blessed. And it is being in that positive mindset, because if you are giving off positivity and you are really high vibing on life, then you're going to attract people to you and you're going to have positive results in your day-to-day life. So prioritizing your own mindset is going to be really, really important. So the way that I do that is I listen to audiobooks. I don't do paper books because I don't really have time to sit and read, but when I'm driving, I'll be listening to audiobooks with my earphones. I listen to podcasts. I've done vision boards. It took me a while to do the whole vision board thing, but I did a vision board after 12 months. If you're a visual person and you need those reminders of those goals in your face all the time, then do a vision board. Another thing you can do is tapping. So that's tapping your body and saying things out aloud, and I think it reprograms you somehow. I don't do it, but I know a lot of people who swear by it. So that's Brad Yates on YouTube, look him up. And also things like meditation or affirmations or visualizations. These are all things that are going to help with your mindset. And it's just finding something that you enjoy and that works for you, okay? But it's super important in this business. So creating room in your life for your business. So you need to schedule time. Like if you're someone that's never really run a business before, you know, I was just a stay-at-home mom, so I didn't really know how, you know, what does it look like to run a business. I had to schedule my time. If I didn't schedule it in, it was just like I'd feel like a you know, an unorganized mess. So, you know, schedule schedule in your time, like open your calendar and go, okay, so what are the things that I can't give up? So you've got your school drop off and pickups, maybe your kids' sporting activities, family time, like sacred things that are really important to you. Put them in your calendar and then look and go, okay, where can I fit in my doTERRA business? I guarantee you there is time. So we all have the same time in the day. I know people that are building their business, they work full time, they have kids, and they just don't go home and sit and watch, you know, silly things on Netflix. And I stopped doing all that. I don't scroll Facebook randomly. If I've got spare time, I'll work on my business because I'm prioritizing it. So if you want to do doTERRA, you need to treat it as a business and not a hobby. And it's really important to communicate with your spouse. I told my husband from the very beginning, right, this is what I'm doing. And he had my support. There's a lot of women who just go, oh, I'm just going to do doTERRA and I won't tell my partner. And then they're wondering why you're in the office or you're not spending time with them, and then they get shitty. And it's like, well, just communicate with them and tell them your goals and tell them you want their support. So the beauty of this business, guys, you can design your day. You choose how you spend your time. You choose when you want to work. But just be mindful that you do need to schedule it into your schedule, into your calendar. All right, so I'm almost at the end. Oh my gosh, an hour, been an hour. So some common fears, and I want to bust some myths. So I need a big social media presence to create a successful doTERRA business. So that is a crock shit. I started my page when I decided that I wanted to do doTERRA. I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what I was doing, what I am doing. But I've had to kind of just learn it as I go. But I was prepared to reach outside of my network because, believe it or not, I am a major introvert. The thought of approaching people at the gym or networking, or, you know, like some people are really, like my husband is really good at meeting someone and saying, hey, what do you do, bro? Yep, cool. I do oils. Let's catch up for coffee and chat about it. Whereas that to me is like, oh, that's really scary because I'm an introvert. I find it hard to even talk about the weather to someone I don't know. So I decided I was going to go to social media. Okay. Now, that being said, I also had a huge fear around public speaking because I knew that social media is one thing. I still knew I had to go run classes. I needed to get out there and get on the ground and educate people, open the bottles, pass them around. And that was a huge fear for me. And I remember when I decided I think I want to do this, I took Dan along to a men's workshop and I said to him, you've got to come along, babe. So you need to have a look at this because you're going to have to run the classes for me. And he came home, well, we left, and he laughed in the car and he said, no, babe, this is yours. I ain't doing that shit. And even though now you might see that he runs classes, it's taken 2 years, and it's only now that he's given up his other business, he's like, okay, he wants to, you know, have an input as well. But I had to do it on my own, and I was so scared. Like, I cannot tell you that there was so many times I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this business because I can't possibly even speak in front of 2 people about the oils. That would scare me. My one-on-ones, my voice would quiver, and I said to friends, guys, can I practice on you? Can I please just catch up with you for coffee, one-on-one, and practice because I'm like really nervous about this. And that's how I enrolled like a couple of my first friends, from just asking to practice, and I would still just get so nervous. And then from that, it's just gotten easier and better, and it's taken a while, but I still get nervous about things. So, you know, these fears are there, and it's just up to you to decide what you're going to do with it. You can either sit in the fear zone or you can push through it. There was a podcast I listened to the other day, and it was discomfort on purpose. So we all live a discomfort life. So, you know, we're unhappy, we don't like where we're at, so we're living a life of discomfort. So a lot of people choose discomfort and they choose to just live like that, whereas they're too scared to choose the discomfort for the growth. So I chose discomfort of being put in a situation where that was so uncomfortable, but the other side of it, there was growth. So choose either discomfort where you stay in that area your whole life, or choose discomfort where on the other side of that, you're going to grow and you're going to become a better person. So it's your choice, guys. Okay, I don't know enough people. Again, this is just, yeah, I built my business based on friends of friends. Again, I don't have a big circle of friends because I like to keep to myself. I'm not someone that likes hanging out with people. I would much prefer to stay at home on my own. So I've managed to still build my business without the support of my friends and family. I could probably count on one hand the friends and the family that have supported me and enrolled in my business. So that is something that it's not even, you know, you reach out to people, you go online, you just find a way to make it work. I live in a small town. That is not true either. There is some of doTERRA's presidential diamonds are from tiny towns, and they've made it work as well. I'm not an expert on essential oils. This was my biggest fear as well at the beginning. I was like, I need to go do an aromatherapy course, so then when I feel confident talking about the oils, I'll be able to do the business. And it's not the case. All you do is you share your story, you share how you use your oils. We're not there to tell them all the chemical compounds in the oil and all the science. Mums don't want to know that. People don't want to know that. They want to know, okay, how do you use lemon? Cool, I put it in my cleaning, I put it in my drink bottle, on guard I put on my kids' feet so that, they don't get sick. And, it's just real life stories. That's all we're doing. We're just educating them on how we use the oil. So you don't need to be an expert. And if anything, you want to be able to look the answer up in front of them, okay? So you don't want to have all the answers, because when they get their oils and they don't know what to do, if they ask you every question, your phone will be going off 24/7. You want to empower them to look it up themselves. So when people ask me questions, I look it up in front of them so that they can see how to look it up themselves. So you don't need to be an expert on essential oils. I don't want to sell to my friends. So that is a common fear. People are like, oh, I don't want to sell to my friends. It's like, well, actually, you're actually taking away their opportunity to have a life-changing experience. So we're not here to sell. Like, yeah, we sell, okay? Get comfortable with the idea that you're out there selling oils, but we're really just trying to help. So your friend might have a kid that doesn't sleep. So rather than going, I'm trying to sell them something, going, okay, I need to help them. They need sleep, okay? So you're taking away their opportunity by being too fearful, okay? And just be okay that if people don't want to know about essential oils, that's okay. A no is okay, all right? And the last one is, isn't it a pyramid scheme? Okay, so that's like a common one. I've never had anyone ask me that, because I know 100% it's not. So if you're radiating a fear, if you're talking in your head about a fear, if you feel like it's a pyramid scheme, people are going to say, hey, isn't that a pyramid scheme? But the reality is that pyramid schemes are illegal, and yeah, it's definitely not a pyramid scheme. Like it's almost like a no-brainer for me. So to start with, a pyramid scheme is someone at the top earning all this money from everyone underneath them, and there's no product, there's no exchange in product or anything. So they're paying money for what? For nothing. We're just helping people with the oils, okay? They're using their money to buy the oil. So instead of going to Woolworths or paying a massive marketing company, big corporation, doTERRA have gone, okay, we're going to get these oils and we're going to reward the advocates that are out there on the ground selling them, okay? That's the difference. A pyramid scheme is someone at the top earns all the money, and the people under them can't earn more than them as well. Whereas that to me looks like a traditional business. You got the CEO at the top, you got the managers, and then you got the staff. That is a pyramid scheme, if you ask me, okay? So the people at the bottom can earn more money than everyone at the top. So it's 100% not a pyramid scheme. Like, it's network marketing. It's the best business model out there. Love it. And at the bottom, authenticity is what sells. So just being authentic, showing up to serve. You can't sell something you don't believe in. So there's no point going, yeah, I want to do this business, and then not use the oils and expect it to be real. It's not going to work that way. Okay, so how we roll as a team, okay? This is the most exciting part. So Inspired Collective is a team that will have you feeling supported, inspired, and confident from the get-go. We may all have different backgrounds, but we come together as one with a mission to build a life that we love, that creates a ripple effect through the world. The vibe inside our team is buzzing with love and honesty, because we choose collaboration over competition. Whether you're an essential oil user or you choose to join us as a business builder, you'll be lovingly supported from the day one through ongoing education, private support groups, wellness challenges, and mentorship programs. We're all love, and we have your back. So we are really a team that just, there's people in our team that, things come up. It gets hard at this point, and, people say no to us, and then we feel like, it's our fault, or we're just fearful of things. We're here as a team to help you, guide you out of that, okay? So we're always cheering you on. The little things like going live on Facebook. Oh my gosh, like my team inspired me so much to go live on Facebook. And when someone takes, the courage to do it, we're all like in our business group going, oh my gosh, you went live. Like, that sort of thing. Like, just we're cheering each other on. We love it. So are you ready to join us? So the next step is to decide if this business aligns with your values, and choose an income goal. So have a look on this graph, choose a goal that would make a difference to your family's life. And then the next step would be to choose a starter pack and literally just fall in love with your oils. You cannot build a doTERRA business unless you've had a positive oil experience, because it's like, you know, you can't sell something that you don't believe in. And this is an authentic business. So unless you are loving your oils and using them and believe them, people aren't going to buy them from you, okay? So getting a starter pack's number one step. You can go to our website, inspiredcollective.com.au, and you can read some of the ambassador profiles on there and just have a look, see if you want to be featured there one day. Anyone that gets to Elite gets featured on our website. And I'm looking for a small handful of people to join me, and I'm going to help you guys get to silver in 2 to 3 months with my personal mentorship and support. So just have a look at the graph. So average income's around $2,000 a month. When you first hit the rank, though, it's more like $1,200. So I really want to help. If you look at I'm just going to be straight up. I'm aiming for Presidential Diamond this year. And for me to get to Presidential Diamond, I want to partner with some people that want this. I want to just really help people get out of their rut, you know, create some financial freedom, find something that really aligns with who they are and gives them some purpose in life. So the next step would be, choose a starter pack. So here's just a couple of the main popular ones. You got your Nature Solutions kit. That's for like people who want to really overhaul their home. And then you got your Home Essentials kit, is like the healthy home essentials. I've just added these in the prices. The Home Essentials is 330 Australian or 365 New Zealand. And the Nature Solution is 635 Australian and 700 New Zealand. So I'm all about, you know, don't buy something you can't afford. If you can't afford Nature Solution, get a Home Essentials kit. Whereas if you really want to dive in and go, yeah, you know what, I want to do this, I want to go low tox, I want to live a healthy life, then go the Nature Solution. It's a no-brainer. There's also an entrepreneurial kit called the Oil Sharing Kit. So this one's 1,300 Australian, 1,500 New Zealand. So this is for those of you who maybe have an existing business or maybe want to like jump in and start sampling people. So you get multiple bottles of lemon, multiple bottles of lavender. So when you're inviting people to attend a workshop or a class, it's really good to sample them, because then they've had an oil experience, a positive oil experience, and then they're likely to come to the class and enroll as well. So this is for those who really want to either pair it with their existing business or just jump in and start sampling straight away. So what else is included? So business aside, when you purchase a pack, you're going to get an obligation-free wholesale account. So that's 25 to 50% off all the doTERRA products for 12 months with no commitment to ongoing ordering or on-selling. So even though this business webinar is about the business, you can get your starter pack and then see if you fall in love, okay? And then if you do, then speak to me, okay? You're going to get my personal support for all your oil-related questions. I'm going to run a masterclass for you as well. So you're going to get a welcome pack posted out with some rollers to get you started. You're going to get a getting started guide as well with just some simple ways to use your oils. You're going to get access to my VIP support community, continued education, and obviously my personal mentorship if you decide to build your own wellness business. So how to buy oils. Let me just have a drink, guys. I've gone over an hour. Okay, so reach out to the person who sent you here. So I've got a feeling there'll be a few of you that are already doing doTERRA or someone tagged you in it. So don't enroll with me. Don't join my team. If someone else sent you here, reach out to them and tell them you're ready, okay? And they'll help you get started. And if someone was in my team and they sent you here, reach out to them and say, okay, I'm ready. You're part of the team, you're going to get everybody's support as well. But if it was me, if I'm the person who inspired you to join this call, if I've been the one who has sampled you, or you follow me on social media, then head to my website. So you can go to hollypoirel.com.au and you can go to the blog and the How to Buy Oils blog. Or you can just go to www.shopoilswithholly.com.au, and that will take you to a page that will set up your wholesale account. And then you'll be ready to roll. You obviously need to pick a kit. So on my blog, there'll be those graphics that I just showed you before. It'll be on there as well. So you can find me on Facebook or Instagram, Holly Poirel, Inspiring Wellness. So once you've had your oils and you've ordered them, so book in your personal online masterclass with me. So I'm going to connect with you online. We can do it via Zoom. I'm going to give you a masterclass on how to use your oils in real simple ways. and we're going to book in a strategy call, because if you're ready to rock and roll, I'm ready to rock and roll with you. I'm here to support you where you're at. So you just let me know where you're at, just so that I know. And then obviously join in on our Inspired Collective Business Group. If you're ready to jump in with the business, we've got a 4-week biz camp, which is, 4-module biz camp, which will help you get started with confidence. It's how to prepare, how to invite, how to present a class, you know, everything is there for you to access as well. So, and then we've got our Natural Wellness Tribe, which is our support group just for the users, okay? So they're the next steps. So that's it, guys. So thank you for joining. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. I love that, because if you believe that you can get and you can do this business, then you will. It's as simple as that. If I can do it, this high school dropout that never really amounted to anything in life, that's kind of how I felt, has been able to do doTERRA with success and grow as a person, have the confidence to even do this webinar. There's no way I would have even done this a year ago, because I wouldn't have had the confidence. But if I can get here, then you can too, and I'd love to help support you guys. That is it, and reach out to me. I would love to chat, and that's pretty much it. Okay, ciao, ciao.